It is a Saturday. It's a
action-packed Saturday.
But I was saying action-packed minus men's Indian cricket, but action-packed in cricket and other sport overall. So cricket because there is a test match happening, Pakistan, Australia. There is going to be hockey today. The Indian team is going to play for the third place against Spain.
Yep.
Right. So there's going to be action elsewhere. But the one action which is already over, and I think I wanted to talk about men's cricket, but before I get to men's cricket, test match.
Women's cricket today scripted the absolute history by 347 runs.
Polite applause.
Polite, massive applause.
No, polite applause is very Lord's long room time.
Whose reputation has taken a massive dip.
Test match, no?
Of course.
Test match, so polite applause.
In 2.5 days, India have absolutely hammered, thrashed England by 347 runs. Today, 10 wickets fell in 2 hours. Deepti Sharma, the player of the match, 9 wickets with 60 runs in the first innings. Thorough. As thorough. And to think, we are hosting a test match after 9 years. Please, BCCI, wake up, host more women's tests. Please.
Who wasn't this? This was the thing I was referring to the other day where the opposition team said that we don't care about the tracks that you make.
That's Australia.
So that's for the series that's coming up.
Yes. This is just a trailer.
No, but so just extending that, this trailer should be enough even to make the Australian team nervous. Though I must say that the Australian women's team is the gold standard when it comes to women's cricket. Yep. And you don't expect India to walk over them just as they've done in this test match. I think there's a big difference. Having said that, now even that Australian team which was saying that make it at your own peril if you want to make such tracks, will also now be a bit nervous with how Indian bowlers, especially the Indian spinners, have performed in this test match. And to beat England, which is also, if not the gold standard, maybe the silver standard in women's cricket, I think it's big. It's as big as any.
Beating England is not a new thing for India. This is their third win.
Yeah,
out of 6.
But I'm saying, in terms of women's cricket, the way you perceive it, Australia is there. England is next up. And then there are
others. I mean, they have got favoritism also in that sense. Australia and England are the only teams who play a 5-day test. Others only play a 4-day test.
Yeah.
And only for their Ashes test they get points system. And because if Australia win the test, both Ashes, what's happened is they won the test, they lost the ODIs and the T20Is, but because it's a combination of all points, Australia always get the Ashes. That's how the system is. Nothing for Sri Lanka, nothing for South Africa, nothing for India in that sense.
See, the system is never fair. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about this evening in our episode of The Dugout. That the system is not fair. In the midst of, and that's why I said even though the news came yesterday, I think that is the number one thing that's occupied my mind. And just as it was occupying my mind where I was trying to think of various pros and cons, reasons that may have gone behind India deciding, Mumbai Indians deciding to part with Rohit Sharma, comes some new elements that are adding fuel to the fire. We'll get to that a little later, but let's first go across the room. Have you been able to, both of you been zero in terms of reasons that why Mumbai Indians would have done?
It is an unbelievable move the Mumbai Indians have made. I never expected this from the Mumbai Indians. If it would have been any other franchisee except Mumbai or Chennai, I might have been able to digest the fact. But Mumbai Indians, I never expected because of the reputation they have, the family reputation they go on with, which is clearly going to change after this decision.
No, what family reputation? That they are a family or it's run by a family?
They are a family, yeah.
Just want to know.
That is something, because he has won you 5 titles. a fresh team he made after the mega auction. He took them to the qualifiers also last time around for a fresh side, and they have run out of patience with someone like a Rohit Sharma and got a Hardik Pandya back, who in fact when wasn't with Mumbai Indians, decided left Mumbai Indians because of the reason he wanted captaincy, then went on to say that Mumbai Indians buys players who are big names and then go on to win the IPL title, and now they have given him the captaincy on platter, removing someone like a Rohit Sharma. And if this decision hasn't been taken in, if Rohit Sharma wasn't kept in the loop while taking this decision, I think it is a terrible decision, and it's going to make Rohit Sharma very angry and furious.
So what's he going to do if he's angry?
And heartbroken.
So he won't play then?
There has been no reaction from. I have been going through Rohit Sharma's Instagram.
No, I'm asking you. He won't be playing this. If he's angry, not angry, what's the thing? He'll be playing this season. Huh?
He would be playing this season definitely, but I don't know. If you were
Rohit Sharma, you wouldn't have played.
Yeah, I definitely would not have been. I would not have played.
So you will see Rohit Sharma play.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was going to prepare for this after the end of the IPL in 2024.
Yeah.
I was preparing all this.
No, but if it had happened end of IPL 2024, then it wouldn't have been much of a debate. Then what preparation would you need to do? Because many would have expected that transition probably to happen.
Yeah. But now we know that there is a mega auction in 2025 where the whole team will be reunited and everything. Rohit, Mumbai Indians is not
25 or 24?
25. This is just 77 slots. 2025
Yeah.
No,
it's talking about this is happening in 23 na. Next year the auctions will happen.
Yeah, December
2024.
24.
Yeah.
So
for IPL 2025.
But is that happening for certain? Because the last time it was said.
It may not happen.
Yeah.
We don't know. But the point is, the fact of the matter is, which I will agree, and just to extend and then I'll allow Siddharth to continue, is the fact that the 3-year contracts anyway run out. So if you have to, let's say, go by only draft system or auction system, or if not auction, only trading, if you want to do any of that, that will have to start afresh.
Yes.
So whatever happens in 2024, players will run out of contracts. And if BCCI, let's say, comes with a rule that, okay, no auction, you can retain or whatever as many, but the negotiation will start. So whatever will happen, there will be a big mixing up of teams is what I think will happen. From there on, then if by the way BCCI changes their formula or their method, where let's assume that they finish with the auction, they go with retaining, so major changes will happen. From there on, then stability will come. Then from there on, slow changes or minor changes may happen. But whatever, if you come up with draft, you come up with auction, you come up with only trading, whatever you come up with, 2024 will see a big churn. That's done, right? So I'll take your point, whether it's auction, whether it's what.
Secondly, Mumbai Indians is not like North Korea, wherein there will be an eternal leader forever. Okay. So, we have all gotten used to Rohit Sharma's brilliance for a decade, 2013 to 2023. Okay. Now, Mumbai Indians wanted to do an Ekta Kapoor, that is their priority.
What is
the
that?
Ekta Kapoor is okay. Hardik Pandya as captain, Rohit sidetracked, 5 different camera angles with 5 different sound effects. Yeah, with the zooming in, zoom out of different dimensions altogether. That was dramatic in a way because I expected this to happen after IPL 2024.
No, but why are you saying Mumbai Indians have done Ekta good? Mumbai Indians would have said, we never said anything. In the sense, multiple captains, we have not said anything.
Yeah.
You guys have created all the story. We just announced a change in captaincy.
Was the announcement expected anytime in this sense?
Not
that is
at
the
all.
reason why. Normally in an IPL, this thing you would say, okay, sources close to MI stated that an announcement on the thing will be there soon. Nothing. Direct out of the blue, Mumbai Indians have given. That's why it was dramatic in more ways than one. That's the drama element that happened yesterday. Now, it was expected. But I expected after IPL 2020.
Yeah.
And they have taken a ruthless decision. Okay, 5 IPL titles you won until 2020, right? What was their performance in 21? Didn't make it to the knockout stages. 22, and this is all under Rohit's captaincy. Wooden spoon. 23, somehow, huffing and puffing, you made it to the eliminator. Now, you don't have trust in Surya's leadership ability. You don't have a trust in Bumrah's leadership ability. Okay, why did they go the whole hog for Hardik Pandya? With the carrot, you'll get the captaincy of MI. Maybe Hardik bargained and said, no, I want it now. The captaincy, I want 1 year to get in this team. 25, I'm anyway getting the whole team revamped. Let me be the decision maker at that time when I've already captained for 1 year.
But don't you think that this is something that because Hardik Pandya wanted, was Mumbai Indians scared in that terms that he would not want to come next year, so it's better to give it to him right now, keeping in mind that you're removing someone like a Rohit Sharma?
I'll tell you what, Mumbai Indians are doing this now. Trust me, when Chennai Super Kings bid adieu to MS Dhoni, they are going to struggle with the leadership void.
No, so you're saying it's okay for Mumbai to have done this?
Yes.
I'll tell you, you were talking about Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma, the batter, if somebody has question marks over it, I would not be surprised because he's not had a great time in the IPL. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to buy that Rohit Sharma, the captain, is not good enough. I think last season, you're saying huffing and puffing, he took a Luli Langri team to the playoffs. I will go so far as to say, I had said when I was speaking before the season started, I clearly remember that I had not picked Mumbai Indians to make the top 4. I had not picked it because that's how weak their squad was. See, they had invested in a lot of money. You can blame them for investing, putting so much for Ishan Kishan, investing in a Jofra, thinking he will come one day. They made all that mistakes. The fact of the matter is, they were handicapped with the squad that they went in with. They had no option. I stuck my neck out and said they are not a team that is going to be, forget about top 4. I said that they'll be fighting for the bottom position. And I know of a lot of analysts who had said that. Despite that, Rohit Sharma led that team to the playoffs. Highest respect for Rohit Sharma, the captain, and as you point out, that he has done those 5 titles earlier as well. Now, would you want to replace him as captain? If I was there, no chance. He's the best captain available. Yes, Hardik has been good. He's done well, but he's still no match to Rohit Sharma, the captain. Maybe, who knows? Because again, Hardik is starting, Rohit's already there. Maybe 10 years down the line, because of course Hardik, fitness permitting, will of course play many more years than Rohit. Maybe 10 years down the line, Sports Today will be there. You and all are working, we sit here. We may compare Hardik to Rohit if he may have that kind of a record. I don't know. But if you're talking in the present, because that decision has been taken in the present, I do not see Mumbai Indians get a better captain than Rohit Sharma. Now, let me tell you, this is how teams, why I think Mumbai have made a big mistake. This is something that I've not mentioned earlier, but now I'm telling you, because I was privy to certain information where when Mumbai were getting Hardik Pandya earlier, because they wanted to get him and make him the captain, that was primarily driven not because of Rohit Sharma's captaincy, but because Rohit Sharma, the batter, wasn't doing well. They needed that transition. We know that Mumbai needed to win. They needed that transition. So they were thinking of Hardik Pandya, who will then, because you do not pick your captain, then your 11, you pick your 11, then your captain. That was the thought process. Do you know, there's another franchise with some smart people, a franchise that Shashwat is a fan of. They saw that opportunity. They say, okay, Mumbai is making a blunder, letting go of a captain like Rohit Sharma. We want him. They went to Mumbai Indians saying, give it to us. You don't want him. Give us Rohit Sharma. I'll name the franchise. Delhi Capitals,
yes.
They went saying, give us Rohit Sharma. They were not given. Because as you know, with franchises, because they have a 3-year contract, you've seen it in the past as well. I'll give you another example where Punjab at one time had 2 leggies, Murugan Ashwin and
Rahul
Chahar. Chahar was doing outstandingly well. Murugan Ashwin wasn't playing. There came a gap in the middle where you trade players. A franchise that time Punjab was led by Anil Kumble. I know again I'm sharing information that was previewed. They said, you are not using Murugan Ashwin sitting on the bench and he won't get a chance to play.
Yep.
Chair was doing very well. Give us Murugan Ashwin. They did not. Why franchise don't give, and this is why I'm mentioning this, is why franchise don't give is because अपना को use नहीं करना, दूसरे का भला नहीं करना है.
Yes.
Because why should they empower or make another franchise become stronger? So they said, no, paise we don't mind paying his salary, let him sit on the bench, but why should we release him and make another team strong? That will only be a problem for us. So they did not release him. That is why, cut to this thing that I'm talking about, Rohit Sharma. In Mumbai Indians' mind, he became surplus to requirement. Okay.
Yes.
Another franchise saw that opportunity. I named the franchise. They said, you don't want him, give us. We'll take him. He'll take him and he's the guy who will, that's a franchise that's desperate for a title too. He may take us. The Mumbai Indians said, sorry boss, not giving. Why? क्योंकि अपना नहीं है, but दूसरे का भला थोड़ी कर देना है. What if it backfires? What if he goes in? That's why he's not given. Now which is why I'm saying that how can it be that Mumbai does not see any merit in this guy, but there are other smart people. Na? I'm saying people will talk about Delhi Capital not winning, but Delhi Capital has smart brains there. We know there is a Ricky Ponting that's working there. We know there's a Saurav Ganguly who's the brains there. They sometimes say. So there are smart people there, and if Delhi had decided to buy him, obviously these smart people would have been consulted. These smart people, and who know cricket, by the way, who still see merit in Rohit Sharma, and they're ready to bring him. So my point is exactly this. You and I may have opinion, and people may like it, not like it, diss it, but I'm talking about two really sharpest captains that the game has had. If they were bullish on bringing Rohit Sharma, that means Rohit Sharma has a value. Which is why I say that for one reason, I am really surprised that Mumbai Indians would have let him go. If I was Mumbai Indians, I'm not even going by reputation as Shashwat Kumar. If I'm Mumbai Indians, I'm like, Hardik will become, right? A year later. Rohit's problem was only form with the bat. Now the Indian team, as we know, is reconsidering him to be playing T20 cricket because of what he did in ODI cricket. Now things have changed from where I was 6 months ago, and he's a good captain, we already know.
Yep.
Let him be there, let there be status quo, let him continue. Hardik will get it next season as Chennai were trying, if you remember.
Yeah.
As Chennai did. See, that experiment didn't work because Jadeja the captain was an unknown commodity.
Yep.
But Hardik the captain is not an unknown commodity. You know Hardik the captain can take over and he'll be the able leader. What you could have done is probably had Rohit now and that get Hardik to come later. That is something that you could have done. Unless the only benefit of the doubt I'm doing, and that's why I'm giving, and I'd like to know your thoughts, is that maybe they followed the Chennai example where Dhoni was going to continue playing for that 1 year while Jadeja captain, so he could mentor him, and then he was going to withdraw himself gradually, and then Jadeja continue. Maybe Mumbai has decided let's do that, and I don't know whether that's the truth or not. There is some understanding. Rohit has been spoken to, Hardik has been spoken to, and then they've decided, okay, let's do it now. Hardik becomes, so that transition is smooth and Rohit kind of mentors him and they go.
But do you think that because they wanted to get in Hardik Pandya definitely for the next season, maybe this was the ideal plan to get Hardik Pandya right now as a player, continue with Rohit Sharma, then take Rohit Sharma in consideration the next year, talk to him, tell him that we want to, this is a succession plan, and you can take your call.
Why next year? You have to tell him this year.
You tell him this year, or he would have been kept in the loop. But because the kind of personality Hardik Pandya is, and the way he left Mumbai Indians last time, and how he came out and talked about Mumbai Indians also, do you think that Hardik Pandya would have kept this condition that I would only be coming back to you if I get the captaincy right now? Because we have to remember this also, if he would have come into the Mumbai Indian side and not been the captain, then the captaincy for the Indian side would have also been in a little question, and then the BCCI would have also wanted to get Rohit Sharma. What this has done now is that when Rohit Sharma won't be captaining any IPL side, that will also change a lot of dynamics when we go to the T20 World Cup. So do you think that Mumbai Indians have come under the condition of Hardik Pandya and done something like this to Rohit Sharma? Because Hardik Pandya might have not come if he would not have been getting the captaincy this year.
I mean, that's a valid point. Could have been. But my point is Hardik, I mean, your desire to get Hardik is so much that
Exactly.
you do that. I mean, for example, I don't know, Hardik could have come next year also. His contract was getting, he would have come back as a free agent. Clearly, if he's come now, if he came now, I agree with you that he came mid-season primarily. See, if it was going to be next year, then he probably would have played another season.
Yep.
And then he would have been a free agent. You didn't even have to pay any transfer fee. He would have come, Rohit would have gone. But I think, as I said, the negotiation happened. The fact that Hardik came here this season only was an indication enough. I agree that he was going to be captain. Maybe they had promised him and then he agreed and he decided to come back. That's been the case. But I don't know. Sometimes we're looking at how players see it or not. See, we're again looking at it from the outside. And I may be of the opinion that Rohit has been wrong. Okay. But maybe Rohit does not feel like that. I don't know. For example, sometime if you sit with the player and talk that, listen, we are looking at a transition, we're going forward, but we value as a player, you'll continue to play in the team, but we want just a change of leadership. So, you play under Hardik. I don't know how, maybe he would have been okay with it. I don't know.
Every decision, I don't know. Every decision that a franchisee takes, I mean, I don't know. We are speaking from the outside and I don't know the inner workings of a franchisee. I've not been part of it. Every decision, commonsensically, means that you take everybody's consent. No one's kept in the dark. And then you take that decision immediately. So, in the case of Mumbai Indians, Mahela Jayawardene, the Ambanis, Rohit Sharma. These are your key stakeholders in the decision-making system.
Yeah.
It belies any kind of belief that Rohit was not informed about this.
Exactly.
Rohit has been informed about it. He's maintained a dignified silence over the entire matter. We don't want to take his silence as weakness. He's agreed with the transition because see, age is not on Rohit Sharma's side. Let us be very, very clear about it. Age is not on Rohit Sharma's side.
But this year he could have been.
Exactly.
If he's playing, what's wrong?
Maybe see, either they're looking at, okay, let's see how Rohit Sharma, the batter, steps up like how you said. He doesn't have the burden of captaincy anymore.
Or unless they feel that if he does not step up as a batter, the only way you can have him out of the 11 is if he's not captain.
Yeah.
So in that case, unless they look like that. But the other thing that I, through that question, that do you think Rohit would have been okay with it? And has Rohit been taken into confidence? I don't know whether he was taken into confidence for a long time. I'll tell you why I'm saying that. There is a tweet today by Surya Kumar Yadav where if Shivam can show us, he put that tweet out, no comments at all, which just shows Surya Kumar Yadav with heartbreak, right?
Yes.
Now this has come immediately after that announcement, right? Okay, some might say that this may be referring to the ankle injury that he had yesterday, but I don't buy that because he's not playing any more cricket right now, right? And I don't think that ankle injury is as serious as him missing the IPL. Had he been part of the ODI team or the Test team after that, and he injured, and that's why he's put that heartbreak. Oh shit! I'm going to miss the ODIs. I'm going to miss following that the Test series.
Yeah.
Then I would have agreed. For me, and I do not like to speculate all the time. I allow, but for me, the timing of it, the emoji that is used, it's 100% got to do with the captaincy change. Now, what that means is Surya Kumar Yadav can himself say it, but I am 100%. It could only mean one of these few things. One, he is upset that Rohit, who's been their leader for a very long time, has been let go in this manner. So he's heartbroken. Now he can't say it overtly. He can't say it exactly, express it in word. That's the best way. So one could just be, and we all know that, how Rohit and his rapport with the rest of the team, and he's been their captain for, the Indian team as well. And if he suddenly goes and in the manner in which he's gone, so he puts a heartbreak out without really ruffling any feathers, but also putting his point across, right? That's one. The other could be not anything to do with Rohit being removed. The other thing could be he's the current T20I captain of India. He would have he's also Mr. Mumbai Indians in that sense.
Vice captain for them last year.
He may have also seen that once Rohit goes, I am the guy next up, and he's doing well. And I haven't even looked at that, and you went with a Hardik, who's a few years junior also to him. That is the second bit that I can understand. So it's either of these two things that he's mentioned. The other thing that has happened right after, I just thought I'll quickly show, is that Rohit's fan following, and because Rohit has been removed, just before that, Jasprit Bumrah also, if you remember, had put out that Instagram story the day Hardik Pandya was signed by Mumbai Indians, right? So he put that story out, and now you have Surya Kumar Yadav. At that time also it was speculation, but it can't be, timing. It's not that Bumrah was playing any other cricket, that there was any other context to it.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
So if you put 2 and 2 together, and I don't know, again, Bumrah is unhappy about him not being looked at that role, whether he's not happy about Hardik coming, whether he's not happy about, forget me, he has no personal ambition, but not happy about how Rohit is being treated. It could be various reasons, right? But to me, it seems like he was also being looked at as the next leader, also quote unquote Mr. Mumbai Indians in that sense. What this tells me is that there are a few unhappy people. There are a few unhappy people in that camp. You may want to win, and I understand all of them are professionals. Once the tournament starts, when the game starts, none of them is not going to give their 100%, I agree.
Yes.
But you also have to have a happy unit, a team that is ready to give life for each other, for you to win a title as tiring and competitive as the IPL. So if you need all of these things, then why would a management want to take a prickly decision like the one they
I think this is definitely going to be, things are definitely going to change in the Mumbai Indians and for Mumbai Indians, because they are definitely not going to have the same reputation that they have been having throughout the IPL since the time Rohit Sharma has come. You have to remember, he came in captaincy mid-season when Ricky Ponting had stepped down. Then he came mid-season. He went on to win that season also.
2013.
Yes.
2013. He has made players like Jasprit Bumrah, Surya Kumar Yadav. When Surya Kumar Yadav came into Mumbai Indians, he had been playing in the IPL since a few years for KKR. But the way he shined in Mumbai Indians, Jasprit Bumrah, this team that he just assembled, Hardik Pandya for that matter, Krunal Pandya, Ishan Kishan, everyone he has made, Tilak Verma for that matter, Akash Madwal, Nehal Vadera, all these players were fresh from domestic circuit. He got them to the IPL and made, not just that, the Indian side, the way he transformed things for the Indian side also. I would definitely, this is the same thing like removing MS Dhoni, what Pune did, removing MS Dhoni from captaincy and getting in someone else because you didn't get the result you wanted for 2 years. I would compare this with that. Of course, MS Dhoni and Rohit Sharma can't be kept on the same level as compared to if we talk about captaincy in international cricket. But in IPL, definitely, because they have made their teams win, they have formed the teams fully. So this is not acceptable.
If you have to look at the corporate world, we are currently a land filled with corporates. Mumbai Indians is run by the ultimate corporate house that is there in the world. Corporate, what is the major motto? Ruthless decisions have to be taken sometimes. This is a ruthless decision. You are not looking at what has happened in the past. We have to plan ahead. Look at what Jayawardene has stated. Mahila Jayawardene, a statement you read. Planning for the future. Hardik has got age on his side. That's why some people will not want change. Some people will want the status quo to remain. Which is why that speculation that Jasprit Bumrah and Surya Kumar Yadav are pointing it out. Remember, Mumbai Indians have a very tight hold on their social media and also for the players.
So that is my call. Okay, you're right. They're a corporate setup. IPL shows about all of that, ruthless decision. But corporate is also very sensitive about their reputation, right? Brand ko kuch bhi aach nahi aani chahiye, right? They'll do everything. They'll try and protect the image of the brand. Now, Mumbai Indians, and this is what Shivam is showing us, this is reportedly, we're putting 2 screenshots of within a few hours of them announcing that Hardik's captain, and of course Rohit Sharma fans are aggrieved at the moment, or maybe Mumbai Indian fans in general who may not have liked. So they've had a dip of, a lot of followers in the meantime, right? How many have they lost about 500,000.
400k at one point, which we had 400k they lost.
Yeah.
So from 13.5 to 12,
Well, 500,000.
600k. Yeah.
So that's more than
500,000. Actually, more than 500,000.
More than 500,000 followers they've lost. So wouldn't they be worried about these things?
Short term, as they say, short term pain for long term gain.
No, but don't you think that good corporates also work because of the work culture they have in their companies? Because Chennai Super Kings also same a very big business who have treated everyone as a family, even in their company. If we talk about corporate world, even the Ambanis have had a very big legacy and the way they have treated their employees, not just the IPL players in their companies also. Secondly, when we are talking about this, I remember the mega auction, we were talking about this before off camera also. Kieron Pollard was retained as the 4th overseas in the mega auction. No one was expecting that. The only reason they went with Kieron Pollard was that he has been a part of the family of the Mumbai Indians family. They could have retained a Trent Bolt or any overseas players because Kieron Pollard was on the verge of leaving cricket. They still went in with Kieron Pollard in the mega auction. And because of that reason, they had to go for other overseas players in the auctions big also. Why has this changed in the case of Rohit Sharma then?
Looking at what happened in the aftermath of that. You know what happened in the aftermath? Pollard was retained. You couldn't have argued for the retention of Surya, Bumrah or Rohit.
Yeah.
What happened? What was the unfortunate blowback?
10 minutes.
That they did not qualify.
Hardik Pandya. Hardik Pandya went to Gujarat Titans because of this.
No. He went to Gujarat Titans because he wanted captaincy. Otherwise, they would have retained Hardik Pandya.
How could he have got captaincy at that
time? Then they would have gone all guns blazing in the auctions for someone like a Surya Kumar Yadav. They would have definitely retained Hardik Pandya because they wanted Hardik. See, in that mega auction, you would have retained someone who you would have been expected that would go for a larger price in the main auction. So Surya Kumar, if you keep Surya Kumar Yadav and Hardik Pandya in the auctions, definitely it's going to be Hardik Pandya who is going to be much more expensive than Surya Kumar Yadav because of the reason that he gives you the all-round option in your team. So at that time they would have gone for Hardik Pandya. They wanted to go for Hardik Pandya. The only reason they did not go for Hardik Pandya was because he wanted captaincy and they were not ready to give him captaincy. This is like going back on your own words.
Now, you know that Rohit is not going to be there for a long time. Okay? This is 2024.
Yeah.
Let's be very realistic about it.
Yeah.
When Rohit plays the IPL this time around, he'll be close to 36, 37. Okay? He's not going to be around in the scene for a long time. Now you need a succession plan.
You know, one thing that, I mean, there could be arguments made both sides. Like he's upset. You think it's time to move on. He's thinking more like a corporate and he's thinking more like a fan. The one thing that I will say that, you know, talking about change and maybe because, you know, I've been covering cricket for, you know, more than 2 decades. I think I'm also finding it tough to see the change, but maybe the change is there. You know, it's tough because you sometimes look at cricket the old school way. All I can say is that now with this, what has happened and recently what we've been seeing, I can say that cricket is changing. You know, how we used to think about cricket, and I'll extend that to, you know what, remember when we were talking about why is Ishan not playing? You know, right ways, if he's the guy who's waiting for the next guy goes out, then this one comes in, right? Those were, see, because that's, you know, for 4 decades, that's how I saw cricket. For 2 decades, that's how I covered cricket. The conventional way of looking cricket, right? But more and more, now I'm just trying to think about it, more and more, whether those are those decisions that you're taking in terms of, you know, who's playing in the national team. You know, you're trying to think for logic. Maybe it's changing. Maybe it's changing how we look at cricket in captaincy, and IPL is forcing us to look at it that way. The corporatization of cricket, again, I'm not taking sides whether it's good, bad. Of course, there'll be good things, there'll be bad things, just like with anything. You know, I mean, talk about media itself, how media was earlier, how media is today. It's also corporatized that much. People will have, you know, judgment on that. There were certain good things that were practiced earlier. There are certain good things that are practiced now. There were certain things that were evil at that time. There are certain bad practices that have crept in now. It's a change. And what this is telling me is how we look at cricket and how cricket is perceived is all changing. We need to probably start looking at cricket differently because these are management decisions. Like CEOs, you take a call about CEOs based on certain things, right? There is no heart. See, we looked at cricket, we took decision, and we judged cricket based on our heart. We always did because it was an emotion, right? Sport wasn't a business; it was an emotion for all of us. So we looked at it, all of that. What IPL is showing me that it is also a business. I agree. I'm not denying that. See, those teams spend a lot of money on players. Those teams, they get more money to recover if they win. Their advertising increases if they do well. Their gate ticket money increases if they're doing. So I agree that there's a premium on winning. And if you win, you get more money out of the business, then you can pump in more money. Just as football has shown us the last 50 years before it happened in cricket. It's shown us. And all of that is happening, and there'll be good things with that, bad things with that. But the only thing that I will conclude from now, and I still think that if you have a right and you are hurt because you're looking at it emotionally, like Shashwat is, or to an extent that I am, that may still be there. But I think this is a crossroads that we're standing in, and more people amongst us who look at cricket as fans or analysts need to realize that the sport is changing.
Yeah.
It is changing. It is changing very fast. In 10 years down the line, it will change even more, go to the other side, and we will have to adapt to change. Maybe some people find it tough to adapt to change, some adapt very easily, like technology.
Yes.
Some people take time to get used to new technology, but you can't run away from it. Some people take time, and I think I come in that latter thing because it happens to be with technology also. I take time. And maybe how we view cricket is also beginning to change. I'm not liking it personally, but I think that's...
But I think 3 points we would like to conclude. Okay, see, in our Indian ethos, we are resistant to change. Okay, we are resistant to change. We don't like change that much. That's why we have to open our mindset. IPL is forcing us to open our mindset. Look, boss, 5 or 7 IPL titles. Look, you have to go. You have to go. Simple. One. Number 2. You are saying that no other team has taken such a ruthless decision in the past. I'll tell you, one which could have been taken, but luckily it never happened.
No, there have been decisions.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. David Warner, you remember?
SRH
captain was out of the 11, had to sit out. There have been tough decisions.
Yeah.
Who said tough decisions? MS Dhoni's decision he talks about.
MS Dhoni even in 2010. Do you remember?
But this exceeds all of that.
Yeah.
This exceeds all.
But this Rohit Sharma incident could have happened even in 2010 with MS Dhoni. Why do you think that he punched his helmet in a rare show of emotion after getting CSK over the line against Kings 11 Punjab in Dharamshala? Okay. CSK 2008 final, 2009 didn't make it to the final. 2010 they were staring at elimination.
No, I don't think that
He
would have let go of MS.
He did mention.
He may have felt pressure. No, but that is because he sets high standards for himself.
Yep.
And he himself may have felt that. But the relationship that, India Cements, CSK, MS Dhoni shared.
Yeah.
I don't think MS Dhoni would have ever been let go.
It must see, we don't know because look, CSK had to be the top brand. Maybe you could have done any other way possible in that sense. But it didn't luckily happen because CSK won the title.
Yeah.
Okay? They won the title. Number 3, succession plans are always very, very complicated.
Is Hardik Pandya the only captain in the whole IPL who can win you the IPL?
No.
You can't argue against Hardik's captaincy credentials. I'm sorry.
I'm ready to take all of this that cricket is changing and it's working like a corporate now. But are things changing so rapidly that in 1.5 years, like I just recently mentioned, that at that time you could have retained Kieron Pollard because of this reason that he's a member of the family. We will not let him go at any cost, even if we have to suffer in the auction. Secondly, aren't these companies also corporate companies been in the corporate business only since so long, and don't you think that good corporates only work when the atmosphere is good in the company?
Some hard decisions have to be taken, boss, and because of that, look, short-term pain for long-term gain. That's the motto by which they work on. Okay, as far as Surya Kumar Yadav is concerned, has he captained a franchisee before?
No.
Bumrah, has he captained a franchisee before? Which Indian bowler, apart from, we call Kapil Dev as an all-rounder, which Indian bowler captained the national side?
Only Bumrah and
Bumrah for one test, but then he had
but
serious.
that should not be a reason. Pat Cummins, bowling captain, WTC champion, 50-over champion.
But Australia did after how long?
But whatever.
65
that can't be a
years.
reason.
No.
65
Okay, I want to ask you one question, both of you guys. What does this decision, or how does this decision impact India's T20I team going forward?
I
What
had
is
said it
happening?
yesterday, even in the breaking. Hardik Pandya, 2 developments. He's coming back for the Afghanistan series. He passes the fitness test. So he's going to captain the Indian team.
Yeah.
With this development of the Mumbai Indians captaincy now on his kitty, the seniors, the door is shut.
Definitely. And a follow-up question also, what I would want to ask is ki, don't you think that all the reports that were coming about Rohit Sharma coming back into side as a captain, do you think was that a reaction to all of that was happening in the Mumbai Indian side? Because you have to remember that maybe Rohit Sharma wasn't too happy, and Rohit Sharma is not someone who remains silent. I remember he was dropped from the India side. He wasn't dropped, he was said that he is injured, and after that he came out to play the final of the 2020 IPL season. So Rohit Sharma isn't someone who is going to stay silent. So the only thing I want to ask is that do you think that all the reports that were coming about Rohit Sharma coming back to the side, were there a reaction to all of that was happening in the Mumbai Indian side? Because what this decision shows now, till now it was certain that Rohit Sharma might just come back into the Indian side and he would also captain the side. But what this has done is that it has clearly shut, like Sidvi sir mentioned, shut the doors for the seniors in the side.
I'm not sure. I am not sure. So, few things what I think will happen. One, you will see Rohit Sharma play for Mumbai Indians this season. He'll play under the captaincy of Hardik Pandya. And I don't think if there is, I do not know how he's taken it. He's the best person to tell us how he's taken it. Some of us wouldn't have taken it well. We don't know how Rohit had. But you'll see him play. Of course, you'll see him give his best. Sometimes players want to just do well, win a title. They want to do that. Maybe that is what drives him also. Possible, okay? But what does that do to the Indian team? That is very interesting. What I do not, totally discard is that you have two different captains in the sense, one different for Mumbai Indians, one for the Indian team. I do not discard this. It is still on the cards. It could happen. It will also depend on how the first few matches of the IPL go. But it could happen. But we know this for sure that this conversation happened. Doesn't matter what the BCCI secretary came. I can confirm this conversation happened where they asked Rohit Sharma about does he want to continue or not. And he did show interest. He's now mentioned in an interview also, clear indication, another prize, ultimate prize he's chasing, right? Now it will be very interesting to see, because different schools of thoughts, right? This is Mumbai Indians, what we've been saying, that listen, you have to transition, you have to move forward. You've played, 2 T20, World Cup, Asia Cup, what have you done? You have to transition. They've gone that way.
Yes.
They are going that way, right? Indian team could still go the old school way. The Indian thing of you saying not really
open to
change, they could still go that way. So you could have a scenario where in IPL Rohit plays under Hardik, and in the T20 World Cup
what after that will happen, that then Rohit Sharma going to there would be a very big ego tussle between both. It would be bad. Mumbai Indians, so definitely things are going to drastically change from when Rohit Sharma goes into the World Cup as leading in the Indian team. He would be thinking that I have to show it to the Mumbai franchisee. The thought process won't be that I have to win the World Cup. It would be I have to prove a point.
That fires you. They fired Hardik Pandya. He won the IPL.
He did win the IPL.
So maybe he fires Rohit Sharma, he wins the T20.
Look, you want Rohit Sharma, the batter, to fire. Okay? That's the only thing possible in this. Now remember, I hope Mumbai Indians don't go the CSK route in 2022.
No.
Because 8 seasons, if Mumbai are bottom of the table, I'm sorry folks, then you'll have to rethink your entire strategy.
Get used to that, because that is going to happen in the years to come now, the way they have to make this decision, for sure.
Chennai will have that struggle after 2024.
That's a different thing.
What Mumbai did now CSK should have stuck by it in 2022. That's why Dhoni coming, they have reversed it. Short-term gain, but long-term pain. It could happen.
Next year they might just go for a seasoned captain who could just lead the side.
I don't know. What Mumbai is doing now, perhaps they are blessed with the benefit of foresight.
And the reason that they went back to MS Dhoni also could have been that you are saying the way you are looking at it is a short-term goal. But maybe if the way I am looking at it, the long-term goal here is that if MS Dhoni would have been the captain, the way he would have seasoned the whole team for the years to come. The captain, then if you would have made Jadeja the captain right now, maybe the side would not have been seasoned the way it could while you have Dhoni. Now they might have a good side for the future. They just not might have a captain that they can buy in the auction also.
That we don't know. But again, Mumbai Indians, before the concluding remarks, short-term pain, long-term gain. CSK, short-term gain, long-term
It's
gain.
just a different way to look at it.
Once Dhoni goes, I'm telling you, CSK are going to struggle big time.
We never know. I mean, that's what he's saying. I agree. I mean, it's whatever we are saying is a hypothesis, right? Whatever you say, and he has reasons. You base a hypothesis based on past experiences, whatever side. But sometimes hypotheses are wrong as well.
Yes.
So you never know. Sometimes you get lucky, right?
Yes.
In that position, you get lucky. Some really good captain. Hypothetically, a Ruturaj Gaikwad is given. And you never know the kind of captain he turns out to be. Like India, Dhoni was given at that time, nobody had any idea. Just emerged out of nowhere. Graham Smith was given, nobody had any idea. Just emerged out of nowhere. So but that's a chance. In Mumbai Indians case, like a true corporate, they're not taking a chance. They're planning it, just as how succession is done. That also could not work well, but the chances of that failing is less because you're working with a planned succession plan vis-a-vis forced plans which can work.
Nikhil, the only thing I want to ask, last question, that don't you think that even good corporates only do well if the atmosphere is nice?
I completely agree, but sometimes they take tough decisions which may not go down well with the rest of the employees. Let's say there is a boss CEO who's loved by everyone, he creates a great atmosphere, everything, but there are certain targets that the company has in mind and he can't achieve, whatever be, whether you agree with that or not, but it's how the management is looking at. That's what I'm saying now. Indian team is a democratic setup where all of us have a voice. IPL teams that way are run by a corporate, right? Yeah. So if that CEO has not achieved that target, they will sack him. They'll bring somebody else. Yes, the employees may not be happy because he was a loved guy. The new guy could be a hard taskmaster. But if the new guy comes as a hard taskmaster, gets you the results, the company is happy.
Yep.
You want to work for your salary, work. If you're not, go. That's how corporates work. I agree. Sometimes that's exactly how it is done. That is how it will be happening. But I think it will be very interesting, and I see that happening. Two teams, that is the Indian team taking a different route, the Mumbai Indians team taking a different route. And if that happens, I think for all this time that we keep debating as to what is the right way to deal with it, maybe results will tell us what is the right way to deal with it going forward. That could then be the blueprint for us to follow in the future. Many would say that IPL franchise is not scared to do what needs to be done in T20, whereas us, when we look at Indian cricket, we are. But we'd love to know your thoughts as well as to what you think on this subject. I mean, we could talk about it till cows come home, but then I have a meeting also to attend, which is why unfortunately can't take your questions today. But tomorrow is the game. So we'll be live once again for the ODI. Yep. What time are we going to be live?
12:45 because toss is at 1. The only 1:30 match in this ODI series. Rest alls are at 4:30.
Okay.
And 19th anyway we won't be focusing on it much because
it's the big day.
The auction.
So by the way, all auction content is already up on Sports Today, analysing each team. So give your love to that. Check that out, share it with your fellow friends or fans of those franchises. We've tried to analyze what is the areas that they need to fill and who are the players that they can target in the auction. So do check that out.
We also have
something special Indians, please.
For the auction, something special planned for the auction also.
Yeah. That has to be your destination. Sports Today.
Special request, do share Mumbai Indians, please. That's the hot topic. Bye-bye.
Please. Bye-bye. Take care. Vanakkam. Nandri. Khuda Hafiz. Shabba Khair. Shubh Ratri.
Eat your vegetables. Don't trouble your mother.